Hi all, welcome to Utkarsh Academy. So you can see on the screen we have started the Cucumber course from the scratch level. So just I'm going to appeal to the students who is working in automation testing and they don't know about the Cucumber. So just we are going to start learning the Cucumber from very scratch level, basic level. So just we can see on the screen here. So how to write a feature file, how to develop the step definition, how to create a runner class, how to create a Cucumber project on Maven. So all these things we are going to be start learning from today itself, and just we are going to be start doing the same activity here. So from very scratch level, we are going to be learn how to make or how we are going to be start learning about the Cucumber here. So just here we can see that I have created one slide here, or just here we can see some content here. So basically, what are the things required when we are going to be develop a Cucumber project? So just here we can see that first, what are the prerequisite if we want to learn the Cucumber from very basic level, scratch level. So first, JDK is installed in our machine. So basically, most of the automation students who knows the Selenium, they have already installed the JDK, installed the Eclipse IDE or IntelliJ IDE or Visual Code Studio, any kind of IDE, they have been installed. Now we are going to be start doing the means. I have also that platform. I have an installed JDK in my machine, and I have the Eclipse ID. So just I'm going to start with the step 3 because I think everyone knows aware about. Just I'm going to be considered these two things are already on your machine, and just we are going to be create an Maven project here. So how to create a Maven project? So just here we can see that create a new Maven project in Eclipse, and then we are going to be add the dependency. So just I have provided you the dependency code, what kind of dependencies are required. I have already having that code. So just I'm going to be share that file along with you. So just you can copy and paste in the pom.xml file. So just here we can see that how to create a Maven project here. So first of all, I'm go to the file, then go to the new, and here we can I'm going to be choose the other option here because I am going to create a Maven project here. So here we are having couple of options like we want which kind of project we are going to be create here. You want to create a Java project or you want to create a Maven project. So I'm going to be select a Maven. I'm going to be select a Maven project, click on to the next. Then they are going to ask for a default workspace location. So just I'm going to be choose my default workspace location, and I'm going to be create a simple Maven project. I'm not going to be choose any archetype here. So just I'm going to be click on that checkbox, create a simple project, skip archetype selection, and I'm going to be click on next button here. So just here we are going to be required here a group ID and artifact ID when we are going to be create a Maven project. So just we are going to be understand what is meant by group ID or artifact ID. Group ID is nothing but a package name, and artifact ID is nothing but an project name. So just I'm going to be give the group ID like a com.qa.test. This is the package name I have given, and artifact ID like a now we have start the Cucumber with Selenium. So just I'm going to be mention the Selenium Cucumber Scratch. So just we are going to be start learning this from the scratch. So just I am going to be give the name like a Selenium Cucumber Scratch, and group ID is com.qa.test, and I'm going to be click on finish. So you can see that we have done here. So just here we can see that the Selenium Cucumber Scratch project get created, and yes, just here we can see that in SRC test Java, SRC test resources, SRC main Java, SRC main resources, such kind of projects folders are here we can see that. And once I'm going to be click on pom.xml, so just we are having a very simple pom .xml file here. So model version, group ID, artifact ID, and version, these things we are going to be see here. So just we are going to be update whatever the JRE library having in our machine. So just we are going to update that. So just I'm go to the build path and configure build path, and here we can see that this one is the default JRE library. So I'm going to be remove this one and add the default library. So just here JRE library, the default is 20. So just I'm going to be add that library. Click on apply and close. So just here we can see that now JRE library is getting changed with the latest whatever the library we have installed in our machine. And I'm going to be update the pom.xml file. So just here go to the pom.xml and inside the project section. So just I'm going to be so just here we can see in that document we have given the what kind of dependencies are required: Selenium version, Cucumber version, JUnit version, extent version, Maven compiler plugin, Maven surefire plugin, Maven compiler source, Maven compiler target. So all these things we are going to be just I'm going to be copy the dependency. So what kind of dependencies are required? So just I'm going to be copy that code and I am going to be paste here in pom.xml file. So just I'm going to be paste and I'm going to be save that file. So just here we can see that I'm going to be save that file. So once the file gets saved, we are going to be here we can see the Maven dependencies. So here whatever the dependencies are required, so we can see that required dependencies are collaborated with our project. So just we are going to be once again we are going to be go to the Maven and update project once again. So click on OK button. So here we can see that our project is once again the project get updated. So here whatever the dependencies are required for Cucumber, so these things are we have created the Maven project successfully, and we have whatever the dependencies are required we have been collaborated here. So this one is the first part we have done. We have created the Maven project, and whatever the dependencies are required we have updated dependencies, we have updated the project. Now we are going to see the next step. What is the next step? So basically here first of all we are going to be write down the feature file. We want to write down the feature file. So create a feature file. So we need to create a feature file. Here we can see that in SRC test resources we are going to be create a feature folder, and inside that feature folder we are going to be write down any feature file. So just here we are going to be SRC test resources. Go to the SRC test resources. I'm going to be create a new folder called features. So just I'm going to be create a new folder called features, and inside that feature folders I'm going to be write down a feature file. So just I'm going to be go to the new, click onto the file, and if we want to write down the login file, so just I'm going to be give the login dot extension. I'm going to be use here feature. So here we can see that we have write down on login dot feature file. So we get that sample file here. So here we can see that this is the sample what kind of keywords we are going to be using Cucumber, like so given, when, then, background, add, and but, scenario, examples. So just we can see all these things here. So just I'm going to be remove whatever the contents are there, default contents are there. I'm going to be delete these contents. Now there is nothing in my feature file. So we can see that my feature file login.feature file is clean now. So just I am going to be so just here we can see here we are going to be, if we want to do the login journey, so just here we are going to be copy that particular code like feature, which feature we want to test. So we are going to be test the feature like user login. So scenario is valid, so successful login with valid credentials. So user is on login page, then user enters valid credentials, and then user should be redirected to the dashboard page. So just here this is the scenario we want to test. So just this is the keyword here. We can see that given, when, then, scenario. So just we are going to be use these keywords here. So I'm going to be copy that particular specific code here, and I'm going to be paste here as a part of feature file. So you can see that we have feature, feature is the user login, and here we are going to be see the there is the one scenario called successful login with valid credentials. So here we have done, means here we are going to be, in that way we are going to be write down our business steps, whatever the business requirements we want to test, we are going to be write down in feature file. So we are going to be add the couple of scenarios here, and we are going to be test as per the requirements. So here we are going to be right now we are developing the first feature file. So just we are going to be keep it simple. So we are going to be pick that feature file like a login, user login feature we want to test. So scenario we are going to be mention as successful login with valid credentials, and we are going to be mention here given is the prerequisite when we are going to be use the given keyword here in Gherkin language. So given means this is the prerequisite, and we are going to mention the user is on the login page is the prerequisite. Then second one, when is the action? So user enters valid credentials, means user enter user ID, user enter password. Then again, so once user enter valid credentials and click on login button, then user navigate to the user should be redirected to the dashboard page. So just here we can say that this is the feature file we are having. This is the first scenario we are going to be test here as a part of login feature. So now this is about the feature file. Now we are going to be second thing. Now here we can see that the next step is we want to implement the step definition. Now we want to implement the next part is the step definition, because here we are going to be run the Selenium test. Cucumber test means background we are going to be execute the Selenium test. So how to write down the Selenium code, where we are going to be write down that Selenium code. So basically that particular code we are going to be write down in step definition. So here first of all we need to create a step definition. So just here we can see that SRC test Java create a directory or create a package called either step or step definition package we are going to be create, and inside that we are going to be create a for login step definition we are going to be create a login steps dot Java like here. So in SRC test Java, I'm going to be create a package called step definition. Here you can see that I'm going to be click on package, and here I am going to be called the name of the package is step definition. Just I'm going to be mention the name of the package is step definition. I'm going to be click on finish. So here you can see that package get created. Now I'm going to be create a file called login steps here. So just here I'm going to be create a Java class. So go to the new, click on to the class, and just I'm going to be create a class called login steps dot Java. So just I'm going to be create the login steps class here. So there is nothing inside that class, right? So now how to write down the steps here inside that class? Now what kind of steps are required here? So just here first of all we are going to be see what kind of steps are required. So here we have created the step definition. So how to, what kind of steps are going to be required, how to implement. So here we can see that these steps we have already here you can see onto the screen, but I am going to be implement these steps after some time. So first of all we are going to be see that how to so after that the third important thing is, so we are going to be write down the Selenium steps in step definition in login steps file. But just before that, we are going to be create a runner class here. So just here we can see that the third important thing is the runner. So inside the source/test/Java directory, we are going to be create a class called a runner, test runner class. So just here, first of all, in SRC test Java, we are going to be create another package. I'm going to be create one more package here. So that package name I'm going to be take the name as a runner, and inside that runner I'm going to be create a class called, I'm going to be create another Java class. So just here I'm going to be called the class is a test runner class. So here we can see that there is the one more class we have called class test runner. So just here we can see that we have created the test runner inside the runner package. So now what kind of code are required inside that test runner class? So basically here the two things are required. The first because when we are going to be execute the Cucumber tests, so we are going to be, first of all, we are going to be maintain that which feature file we want to run along with which step definition we want to run. So here we are having the run with, there is the one here, you can see that in test runner class, you can see that we are going to be call the annotation called run with and Cucumber options. So basically here we can see that the first I'm going to be called run with. So just here you can see that this is the run with is the package. So inside that run with, we are going to be call which class? So Cucumber class. So just here we can see that Cucumber dot class. So we have called the run with. Second another tag is required when we are going to be run the runner class, and that this one is the Cucumber options. So just here I am going to be called the Cucumber options, and here we are going to be here when we want to execute that runner class, when we want to run that runner class. So in I'm going to be mention the Cucumber options here. So basically we have written the feature file. So we have written the feature file. So just in Cucumber options here, we are going to be mention. So just here we can see that what kind of Cucumber options are there. So we can see that dry run option is there, extra glue, feature, glue. So basically here we are going to be required the two important options are features and glue. So features, in features option, I'm going to be mention here the feature file. So where we have written that feature file. So just I'm going to be copy that features folder location here. So I'm going to be copy that location and paste here. So just I'm copy that location, feature folders location inside the features Cucumber option. And after that, I'm going to be give the comma, and next Cucumber option, we are going to be use the second option is the glue. So in glue, we are going to be mention the step definition. So just we are going to be give the step definition. So just I'm going to be give the package name as a step definition. So just these are the two Cucumber options we are going to be use here. Now I'm going to be the yes, just here we can see that our login step class is still empty. We haven't implement anything. So we are not implement any kind of Java code 8. So just here now if directly I'm going to be execute here, we can see that now we are going to be run the runner class. So here we can see that once we have run the runner class, and we can see that so we are getting one exception called undefined step exception. So here we can see that whatever the things we have been mentioned in feature file. So like the user is on login page, user enters the valid credentials, the user should redirect it to the dashboard page. So these things we haven't implemented yet. So that specific code is created by Selenium itself for runner class itself, and they are going to be provided that code. So just we are going to be copy that specific code, and we are going to be add into the in which class here, we can see that in login steps I have been added that code. So just go to the, just I'm going to be now here, we are going to be import the given, import the when, then we import the then. So just here we are going to be import these things. So here that specific code, what kind of code are required, that code is provided by the Selenium Cucumber itself. Now we are going to be just modify the body of that code. Means here write down the Selenium, what kind of Selenium Java code are required, we are going to be update here. So basically whenever we are going to be use Selenium, so just we need WebDriver. So here I'm going to be call a WebDriver here. So just I'm going to be call a WebDriver. I'm going to be create an instance called driver here. So prerequisite inside the given here, we already mentioned that user is a login page. This is the prerequisite. So inside the prerequisite, we need to launch the browser. We need to maximize the browser. We assign the weights. So these things I'm going to be add here. Just here, driver is equal to new. So I'm going to be launch the Chrome driver here. So so just driver is equal to new Chrome driver. So driver dot get what kind of URL you want to given. So which login page you want to redirected. So we are going to be give the URL. So just here, we go with one example like automation exercise for login. So just here, we are going to be consider this one. So just I'm going to be use this is the our URL. So just I'm going to be get this is the URL automationexercise.com/login page. Now we want to maximize the window. So driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. I'm going to be use this command. We want to provide some weights also. So just driver dot manage dot timeouts dot. I'm going to be use implicitly weight here. So just I'm going to be give the duration of so just we are going to be mention duration of seconds. So like a 10 or 20 seconds duration I'm going to be give here. So in that way, just here we are going to be so user is on login page. Right now we are on login page. Now user enters the valid credentials. Right here we are going to be enter the valid credentials. So user want to log in. Just here we can see that the user enter the valid credentials means here user is going to be enter the email address. User is going to be click on password button. So just I'm going to be inspect. First of all, I'm going to be inspect these elements here. So just here we can see that this is the element. So here we can see that name is the email. We can see that again name is the password here. So name we are going to be use name or just now I'm going to be try to enter the web element, try to find out the web elements here first of all. So email address is the first web element. So just I'm going to be driver dot find element by we are going to be use the name here because straightforward they are going to be give the name here. So name is equal to we can see the value is email. So just we are going to be use as it is. Then second web element we are going to be use here. Now the second web element is the password. So just here web element password is equal to driver dot find element by name directly. Again we are going to be use the name and name value for password is just here we can see that password. So just we are going to be copy this one, paste here. Now here we need to click on login button. So just here we can see that what kind of attribute login button is having. So here we can see that type is submit data QA login button. Okay, so just we are going to use that attribute data QA is equal to login. So just and here we can see that tag name is button. So at the rate data QA is equal to value we are using login button here. So we are getting that element 1 of 1. So just I'm going to be copy that element. Again we are going to be add an web element. The button is login button is equal to driver dot find element by XPath because we have found the XPath here. And now we are going to be these are the elements we are going to be required. So just here we can see that email address dot send keys. So just whatever the what kind of email whatever the email address we want to use, just we are going to be enter here. Just right now I'm going to be use like a kersha.academy@gmail.com. So just I'm going to be use this is the email address. Then password dot send keys, just here password dot send keys I'm going to be enter the password like PASSWORD@123. This is the password we are going to be consider. And now we want to hit on login button. So just login button dot which action we are going to be click action we are going to be perform here. So in that way we are going to be so here we are going to implement the second step definition. So now here we can see that the third step definition user is redirected to the. So consider both are the valid credentials, and once we are going to be click onto the login button, then user is redirected to the dashboard page. So just I'm going to be keep it simple here. Just I'm going to be add one SOP statement, and I'm going to be mention here user is redirected to dashboard page. So now here we can see that our step definition is done. Now if I'm going to be run the runner class, so just here you can see that I'm going to be run the runner class now. You can see that are we able to launch the browser? Can we see here user is able to launch the browser here, and user is able to enter the credentials, valid credentials in email address and password. We can see. So here we can see that we have successfully entered the credentials, and we are successfully click on to the login button. So here we are using invalid credentials because we haven't account onto the automation exercise. So just we are going to be create an account, and then if we are going to be enter the valid credentials, so we definitely we are logging into the application. But here we can see that our script is getting pass, because whatever the things we have been mentioned in feature file, so all these things we have successfully done. So in that way, this is the simple, this is the very simple Cucumber. So Cucumber is very simple. So just we have seen how to create a feature file, how to create a step definition file, how to create an runner class. So just you are going to try these things. If you have any issue, ping me on our YouTube channel. You can add a comment, so we are going to be resolved. So in that way, just we have learned how to create a feature file, how to create a step definition file, how to create a runner class, how to execute these things. So hope you will enjoy the first Cucumber session. Tomorrow we are going to be learn the couple of, here we are going to be see the couple of Cucumber options are there. Like if we have seen only two Cucumber options today, the features and glue, we are going to be see the remaining Cucumber options from tomorrow session. So I hope you will enjoy the session, and like, share and subscribe Utkarsh Academy. Thank you for watching.